Alright, in this video, let's talk about another geometry concept, and that geometry concept is going to be the perimeter of a shape. In particular, we're talking about 2D shapes here instead of 3D shapes, okay? And what do we mean by 2D or 3D? Well, when we have a 2D shape, as we have right here, 2D shapes, they have a length and a width. So we can see here we have a length. So our length is the long side. And we have a width. Okay? As opposed to if I draw, probably not going to be my best 3D shape, but imagine we draw a cube. Okay, so let's draw a cube real quick. Let's connect that cube. So you can see in this, so this is a 2D shape. Okay, it has a length and a width. This is a 3D shape. So you can see we still have a length right here. We have this side right here, which would be a width. But we also have something up here, which is a height. Okay, so that's the difference between a 2D shape and a 3D shape. Okay, length and width on a 2D, length, width, and height on a 3D. So with perimeter, we're measuring, as was just said, we're measuring the distance around a 2D shape. Excuse me. And the way that we figure out perimeter is that we have a couple formulas that can help us solve it. Okay, and the formulas that you're going to use are the formulas that you're going to see when you are solving perimeter for, let me be very careful too. Let's say that we're doing this for rectangles and squares, because there's perimeter for triangles, there's perimeter for circles, there's different shapes that you can find perimeter for. So we're going to just focus on rectangles and squares because those tend to be the first ones that you will come across as you begin to learn this geometric concept. There's three formulas that we like to use. The first one is that the perimeter is equal to the length plus the length plus the width plus the width. The second one is that perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And then the third one is that perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus the width. So we will solve a perimeter problem using all three of these to show you how you could use either one of these to solve perimeter, whatever you are most comfortable with. So imagine you see a problem. You're going to see problems like this where they will give you one length. So let's say the length of this side of this rectangle is, let's say, 6 inches. And they'll give you a width. Let's say they're going to say that says 5 inches. And they're going to say, let me just rewrite this a little closer. Let's say that this is 5 inches. And they're going to say, what's the perimeter? What's the perimeter of this shape? Well, the first thing you need to think about is how do I get the measurements of the other side? Because if we said perimeter is length plus width, well, right now we only have one width and we only have one length. Well, all you gotta do is think about it. With a rectangle, the length of these sides are exactly the same. So this length is going to be the same as this length. So if this length is 6, we know that this side, okay, well, this side is going to be 6 inches too. And vice versa. If we know that this side is 5 inches, well, we know that this side's also going to be 5 inches. So that's how you get the length of your sides. Now, let's solve this using these formulas over here. So the first one is length plus width plus width. Well, we have two lengths, right? Our two lengths are 6 plus 6. And we have two widths, which are 5s. So plus 5 plus 5, okay? This is a width, that's a width. This is a length, and this is a length. So that's how we get our length plus width, which gives us an answer of well, 5 plus 5 is 10, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 10, that is 22 inches. Okay, let's try it for the second one. 2 lengths plus 2 widths. So that's really just saying 2 times 6 plus 2 times 5. Okay, well, let's solve it. 2 times 6 is going to be 12. 2 times 5 is going to be 10. What's 12 plus 10? Well, that's also going to give us 22 inches. Okay? And then our last one is going to be 2 times, in this parentheses, when you see a number with that parentheses next to it, that means you're multiplying those two things. So 2 times 6, 2 times 5. So now we're going to do 2 times the length plus the width, which is going to give us, well, what is 2? 6 plus 5 is 11. So what is 2 times 11? Well, 2 times 11 is going to be 22. And then we can't forget our unit, which is inches. So to answer this question, what is the perimeter of this shape? We would say the perimeter is 22 inches. And that is how you solve perimeter for rectangles and squares. Use one of these formulas to help you get there. As always, happy learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.